Now, traveling all the way from California, this experience definitely had me asking some questions. Is it worth the time, the effort, the money, the exhaustion, and sometimes frustration? Well, we're about to find out. Grab yourself a coffee, take a seat, because we got some things to talk about. This thing on. Cool. Alright guys, this is crazy. I'm so freaking excited because tomorrow morning I'm traveling from San Diego, California all the way to Glendale, Arizona to visit the Mad Monster Party. Not only am I excited to go out of state for a convention that I've never been to before, but I am meeting the one and only Robert freaking Englund, Freddy Krueger himself. I am so freaking hyped right now. I mean, like, it's already late. I've been packing, I've been trying to get my stuff together. I'm freaking tired, but it's gonna be worth it. We gotta get up at the crack of dawn and go see the man of our dreams. I'm taking you with me. Let's go. Here at Mad Monster, it's Friday. We are in the entry line, then we're gonna go find Robert's line. That's gonna be a huge line, I'm sure, but Nightmare on Elm Street project is a go. All right, we made it through some of the security and the ticket checking, and now we're gonna go down here to see where to go because I've never been here before. Mad Monster, Arizona. So apparently this way is the wrong way. That's just to get in the regular hall, but we're on a mission. We're just going to go find where Robert is. So I was told to go to the photo op area and they will direct me where to go. All right, so I was told to come back in the general admission line, which I was in, but now we have to wait for, I guess, the VIP people get the tickets to meet Robert first, and then whatever's left over is for us. He'll give them out down the line, and hopefully I can get one. Ugh, this is stressful. We'll see. All right. Having a drink because it's story time. So I'm here at Mad Monster. Came all the way from California to see Robert, and there's a situation. So got here early and everything, and did everything what we were supposed to do. Kind of figure out what the hell's going on. I had to go to 3 different people to figure out how it works to go to Robert and get your stuff signed. And unfortunately, the VIP gets first dibs on all the Robert signature things. So like they put out a certain amount of tickets, and if VIP takes them, VIP takes them. If they don't take them all, then they start handing them out to the general public, the regular ticket people, and that's kind of screwed up. I don't like that method. Like, I will wait 6 to 8 hours or whatever it is to see Robert, but I guess that's the rules. I'm not sure if I like that, Mad Monster. It's very disappointing. So I stopped one of the main guys again and asked him, so what do you suggest I do for tomorrow? He said, get here early. I'm like, okay, I'll get here early, but is there still a chance that VIP might take all the tickets? He's like, yep. Doesn't make any sense. It's very, very disappointing. So I don't know if we're gonna get his signature, but I'm definitely getting the photo op because it is paid for. It is guaranteed. But this is whack. Not happy. This should be a really interesting video. So I guess we're gonna try all 3 days to see if I get to see Robert or not. Is it worth it? We'll see. All right, guys, it's 8:30 a.m. day 2 of Mad Monster. It's Saturday, and this is gonna be my second attempt to try and get in line early enough, 8:30 a.m., to get something signed by Robert if the VIP doesn't take all the slots. Now, if 8:30 isn't early enough, I don't know what is, but the doors open at 11, so we're gonna go to the lobby and wait. See if we can do it. Wish me luck. Ugh. I'm gonna walk over to go wait in line right now at the convention center. It's early as hell, but we'll see. If that doesn't do it, I don't know what will, like I mentioned before. Got my what's left of my latte, and we're gonna jaywalk. It's not that hot out right now. It's still hot, but not that hot out. So I decided to walk over here because it's quicker than trying to drive over here. And go wait in line. Maybe Lisa will help me and bring me some food because I haven't ate breakfast yet. Had caffeine first on an empty stomach. Let's see how many raging panic attacks we have just waiting in line for 2 hours. Bye. 8:52. I already got a line going. All right. We're at the threshold. We'll see if we'll get a ticket to see Robert today or not. It is 9:27. Update. We did it. We got the Robert Englund ticket. We're gonna get some things signed. I'm so excited. That was so stressful. That was like gambling. That was the biggest and best adrenaline rush because we won of gambling that you could ever do. So I'm excited for today because right after this we're gonna get our photo op done. So it's cutting close to my time to my photo op, but he said we all have the same time, so we're gonna be able to merge right into photo ops right after. So hyped. Let's go. All right, guys, since we already secured our ticket to get some things signed by Robert, very excited. I'm gonna show you guys around Mad Monster and see what it's all about. Let's go. All right, the convention center is right in front of us, right here. This whole strip of building. But if you guys wanna stay here, I highly suggest staying here at True by Hilton. It's a pretty decent place to stay. It wasn't very expensive. For the 2 nights, basically the weekend, probably spent a little over $300, which isn't terrible, especially being walking distance to the convention. So I just wanted to throw that in there in case you guys want to come to Mad Monster in Glendale, Arizona. There it is, this whole building right here is the convention hall. All right, this is the lobby. Let's go check it out over here. So the entrance to the convention is down that way. We'll go over there in a minute. But what you want to do if you want to meet Robert, or when you obtain the very elusive special ticket to see him, he's completely separated from the convention. He's down here around this corner in these rooms over here. That's where you do your photo ops and your signing for him. I'm so excited to go do that. I got the hotel lobby bar. And you go this way. We have some queue lines here. I already have my wristband for the weekend, so it got me in this lane. Hello, how you doing? Good, thank you. Alright. If you want to buy tickets on the spot, they do sell them, but they're double the price. Because they sold out online. So you gotta pay more if you're last minute ticket buyer. I got an exhibit hall in here. What's going on in here? Oh, it's the photo ops. That's where the photo ops are. For some of the other celebrities. Alright. Let's see. Give you guys a bird's eye view. We got killer clowns going on. Mad Monster. Oh. Puppet Master going on, cosplay, that's pretty dope. Pretty sick. Puppet Master, that's awesome.
They're like, we're done. We're just, I don't know.
There's a exhibit hall in there. We're gonna check that out later on the way out. And there's like a mini haunted house. That's pretty cool. This is by the Crypt Haunted Attractions. That's cool. I wonder if they charge for it. Let's see here. Like us on Facebook. There is a line for it. It's not that bad. We'll come back and do this. We're gonna see the main exhibit hall first. We're gonna do the main outskirts of everything first. That's where all the celebrities are. We'll check them out. It's not a very big convention, but they got some heavy hitters in there. A lot of the Nightmare on Elm Street cast franchise. You know, like Nancy's mother. Kristen's mom is also here from part 4 and 5 or 4. Yeah. Let's see. It's busy, it's busy. It's Saturday, probably going to be their busiest day. Let's get it. Mad Monster. It's crowded. Like driving. Everybody on the right side going this way and everyone on the left going the other way. What we got over here? We got some photo ops. Oh, the homie from Land of the Dead. That's freaking cool. That's amazing. That's awesome. There he is. We got Honky Tonk Man from WWE. Oh, we got Saraya Paige, also known as Paige from WWE. That's pretty awesome. Love her. I'm gonna see if I can say hi to her later. I don't know how it works. The lines here are pretty disorganized. So we got homie from Scary Movie. That's pretty cool. Oh, it's a busy area over there. Bill Johnson. Got to play some of the Leatherface. Tracy Lord. Pam Gear. That's freaking cool. You guys recognize her. Mars Attacks. Out of all her movies, I'm like, Mars Attacks. We got Kevin Dillon, that's cool. Hi, David. Mostly known from an Entourage. Miss Blair, Linda Blair. So who else? We got David Arquette. That's cool. There's people waiting for him. Oh, we got the man, Chucky himself. How cool is that?
He's at our booth.
There he is. No, you did, brother. Chucky. That's awesome. The man that voiced him. That's amazing. What else we got? See, this is one of the moms from Nightmare on Elm Street. She goes, "Andale." Toy, that's cool. Want to suck face? A toy from Nightmare. That's awesome. We got the always so sweet and so lovely Brooke. I got to take some photos of her and the other cast members from Nightmare 3. That's cool. And then we got Ronnie. She was so sweet. So sweet to me earlier. I'm talking to the YouTube people. Just wanted to tell you I love you. Thank you. But we got Amy Steele. Kevin Kinzer, he played Jason. That's freaking cool.
He's here. You had to get like you have to get a voucher.
What else we got? We got Kane Hodder. Very cool. We got Kane. Always killing it all. The puppy dogs. The puppy dogs. There's some puppies in here. Hello, Miss Brooks. Do you remember me?
Yes, I do.
I did the photos for you guys. Raphael. VRM Productions. Yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to stop by and say hi again. I'm doing good. Doing good. Oh, I got too much stuff. That's why my back hurts all the time. 38, I tell you.
No, stop. Say that.
But yeah.
No.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is.
Right?
It just is.
Things start hurting. I just wanted to say hi. I'll be here all week, and I'll be getting some signatures and stuff. Today is just kind of like. Well, I was trying to get Robert's signature and stuff, but they gave that all the way to VIP, so regular people don't get it. So I'm like, what about tomorrow? They're like, come early. Will VIP still? Chances are they'll take them. They're like, yeah. I'm like, all right.
It's like a hit or miss.
Yeah, but I got my photo op with them, so I'm excited about that.
Good.
So that's something. Better than nothing. But I just wanted to say hi again. Yeah. Yeah, nice to see you too, doll. All right, of course. Now let's go down the center aisles. A lot of vendors, a lot of cool, unique stuff. Look at these. These are badass. Got some Ninja Turtles, Frankenstein. These are gorgeous. Super, super cool. Those look super nice. There's the man. There's Fred. Got some cool cosplayers and some cool outfits. Gotta love it. It's pretty awesome. Clown's Motel, 3 Ways to Hell. Probably promoting a movie, maybe it looks like. That's pretty awesome. Michael and the Family. Let's go down this aisle now. Oh, they got some really cool props here. These are dope. Those are badass. It's awesome. How you guys doing? Good, brother. These are cool. Hey, Ian, you need these.
It really depends on what you guys know what you're doing. Yeah, with that small little drops and
These are badass. Make the noise! Make the noise! Oh, look at that. That's awesome. Love it. And they're battle friendly. Like you get, that's awesome. Sturdy. You see that, guys? Sturdy. Come check these guys out. Awesome. Thank you. See, I want this one. This one's badass. These are the prices for them. Not terrible. Very cool. Oh, look at that. That's amazing. State Puff. State Puff. Rock and roll, man. The one and only Talks of Doom, people. There he is. How you doing, brother? Say hi to the YouTube people.
Hi, YouTube.
Buy some shirts. Yeah. Let's get the front shot from this place. Look how awesome. Look at this thing. They got the best setup. Nice. Gotta appreciate a good plague doctor. Let's go check out the other exhibit hall. Alright, this is the other exhibit hall. Let's check it out. Got some Funko Pops over there. Very unique vinyl stickers. It's pretty cool. Black light stickers. It's cool. Like I mentioned before, this is the other mini hall that they have that I guess they added this year. These are cool. Oh, we got some awesome painting and artwork over here. Dang, hand painted stuff. That's rad. want all of them. I want the Crow, I want Freddy, I want Art, I want Exorcist, I want Sam. These are badass. Very cool. These are rad. Give me, it's only 25 bucks. I might have to come back and get this. You guys want to go see what's going on in this haunted house? There he is. Very cool. Check out their haunt. They could touch you. Yeah, reach out and touch them. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see what's going on here. How you doing, fella?
Fun house. Please follow the red carpet to the red door.
Let's go. Oh, there's so much screaming already. Oh, follow the red carpet. Watch your step. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. They know my name. Oh, it's disoriented.
Watch your step.
Watch your step. Okay. So I open the door. Oh, there's people here already. Hello.
Watch your step now.
Oh, I'm watching, sir. Oh no, there's people crawling on the ground. Holy cow. Wow. There's people yelling at me. Oh, they're so mad. They're so angry. Oh my gosh. Disorienting my camera. What's going on? No, shit, he's real. It's real. Oh Lord. They want my flesh, guys. Oh shit. Oh my god. Oh, of course. I'll be your friend.
But I'm really looking for
Oh my god. Oh no, there's people down there. They're everywhere. They're everywhere, guys. There's so many. There's so many. I can't keep up. Oh my god. Oh my god, there's so many of them. I can't keep up. Oh, it's good. Everyone's yelling at me. Oh my god.
Never to fun and never leave.
There's so many people doing it. I know, there's so many. There's so many.
So many of us.
Thank you. Oh, hello. Oh, they're great. Fantastic. Oh, guys. Oh my god. That was awesome. Ooh, that was great. They want to taste my flesh. Oh, he's real. He's real. Oh my god. Oh my god, look how tall he is. I love a little good home hunt. That was awesome. They're great. Make sure you guys check them out. Oh my gosh. They had me smiling, laughing. There's a lot of haunt people in there. That's awesome. Live auction. Wow. Is this a special invite? Oh, okay. I'm just walking into things. My bad. Just taking a shot. It's beautiful.
I thought you were just shooting.
Yeah.
As long as you're just doing that.
Yeah. Look at this. It's a VIP lounge area, guys. If you want to experience this, get VIP and get it early. This is the fudge. I got my girlfriend some fudge here earlier from these guys and she loved it. She thought it was so bomb. So make sure you guys check them out. I never sat at too many panels, but this is a nice room to sit and watch a panel, I'll tell you that. Alright, we're back at the entrance. I think that's pretty much it, everybody. Mothman, nice. Love it. Alright guys, that's pretty much Bad Monster. Like I said, it's a very humble convention. It's not too big. They got a lot of good heavy hitters with celebrities, a lot of cool vendors. Some I've seen before, some are new. And we're in Glendale, Arizona. And it wasn't bad, it wasn't bad. The only hiccup was that situation with trying to obtain a ticket for Robert. And that was just difficult, you know. I'm not mad at the situation, I just wish we knew ahead of time. Now, gotta go get ready, gotta get my stuff together, and then we're gonna do it. We'll meet the man himself. Now remember, I'm getting 2 things signed by him and 1 photo op. So, ready, excited. I'll be right back. All right. Oh, Lord.
So right now she's done for the time being.
So excited to finally get my stuff signed, and this woman just said he is done for the time being. And inside, I'm exploding. I'm like so frustrated. I'm like, what do you mean done for the time being? In my head, like, he's done for the day? Like, what's going on? I was pretty agitated. Especially it being a signatured time slot on when to come back, 3:45. You know, when you go to these things, you kind of expect, you know, you definitely expect things to not go as planned, but not this bad. You know, you expect things to, you know, hey, I'm back. I made the effort to get this ticket. I would like things to go as smoothly as possible, but I understand sometimes that doesn't happen, but this was highly disappointing at this point.
We asked that you guys come back about 4:30ish after his photo ops. Yes, and we will line you up allotted with your time slot. At 4:30, we recommend for you to come back, and that's when he's due back. Of course, we're up to the graces of the photo op gods.
Gotcha.
I have a photo op at 4.
Okay.
So is that down here too, or is that?
The photo ops are upstairs.
They said he was down here with
The
everything.
signings are only down here. The photo ops are still in that professional room
Okay.
upstairs. So, are you familiar where that room is?
I know where the area is. It's right after you enter, right? The
Yes,
line.
just the hallway on your left-hand side, like to the center of the atrium of the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll be able to guide you to that room and get you in line.
All right.
And when you're done right there, just come on down.
It's guaranteed though, right?
If you are later,
Yeah.
they're still going to allot you by your time.
Okay. All right. So, I trekked my butt all the way back upstairs. I originally was told that everything, Robert, photo op signatures are all downstairs, all in one spot, and it'll be real quick and easy. But that didn't happen. So, I made it back upstairs to take my photo op at 4 o'clock with Robert. And, oh boy, that alone took over an hour and a half. I never had to face that kind of, you know, waiting before at a convention. It was just, I know they're high profile people, and you know, a lot of people want to see them and take photo ops, but I don't know, when I walked in there, it was all chaotic in the photo room area. Like, there was a hallway that everybody just congregated in until they decided to split everyone up or try and organize them with the type of photo op they have. I don't know. It was just chaos for me. Like, hour and a half is kind of a long time, you know, but we got it done. Check it out. Me and Robert, Freddy Krueger, in the flesh, and I really enjoyed this part of it, but by the time I saw him, I was so jaded. Moving on. This looks like true crime interrogation footage. So this is the holding pen where they had us waiting for Robert to come back from photo ops. And a gentleman comes in. He says, hold on, let me close the door. And we're all like, oh, crap. Well, now what? We were all tired and had it up to here at this point to get this done. And he says, you know, Robert's really tired. We only got 30 minutes with him. If you guys want something signed today, it's only going to be his name. He's not doing any quotes, anything else. We're like, oh my gosh. All right, well, I think 99% of us stuck around and was like, all right, we'll take it. Because otherwise, he said, you're going to have to come back tomorrow and we'll take care of you first thing, yada, yada, yada. And we're like, no, we're all done. So we finally get to see Robert. And this one's for me, Raphael, R-A-P-H-A-E-L, in this area. Okay, wherever you want. He does what he wants.
R-A-P-H?
Yep, A-E-L, yeah. Alright guys, this is me talking to you from the heart. This whole thing has been quite an experience, but I want to start off on a positive note. I want to show you guys the fruit of my labor, of that whole situation going on at Mad Monster. But I'm very, very happy and very proud. I got it done. I got to meet the man. First off is my biggest prized possession here. We got Freddy Krueger from Nightmare on Elm Street 2 promo picture, signed by the man. It says, "For Raphael, sweet dreams with a Z, Mr. Freddy K, Robert Englund." And we got a certificate of authenticity sticker from Robert that you can buy for an extra additional cost. Let's see here. And I got my friend a signature as well, because unfortunately he couldn't make it. He has this beautiful, awesome laser disc. It's really super cool, super retro, but he got a signature, you know? He got For Yuli, Sleep Kills, Freddy K, Robert Englund. How beautiful is that? It was really, really awesome to meet him, to be in his presence, you know? It was just unreal, especially being a fan for so long. And this, hopefully there's no glare, this is the photo op. And this took a while to get, obviously, but when we finally did it, the best moment was he was sitting next to me telling me how to position my hand with the glove, and it was like a surreal moment. I was so hyped to hear Freddy talk to me, you know what I mean? It was so cool. Now we got the good stuff out the way. Now we're not going to talk about super bad stuff, but I want to talk to you guys from the heart, from my experience only, and you know, all the things that went down, because I feel like as a, you know, if you're a fellow enthusiast of going to conventions and stuff like that, there's just so many things to look out for, to, you know, and premeditate as much as you can, and there's a lot of things that become unexpected. So I'm going to take you guys all the way back from the beginning. So we get to Phoenix Friday. You know, I show up to the convention a couple hours early because, you know, I don't know what to expect. Show up early and get in line and, you know, check in, get your wristband for the weekend and all that. So little to my knowledge that I guess there's a handful of cons that does this thing where if you want to see a high profile actor or artist or whoever they're presenting at that convention, that you have to, you know, come extremely early, and they hand out these little tickets with a timestamp on it. And you're supposed to, you know, if you can obtain one of those, you can see the high profile artist or actor. Because I totally understand, in Robert's case, he's, you know, getting older, he's not going to do this for very much longer, so there's a cap. For example, this from Mad Monster, it was only 100 people are allowed to see him a day, supposedly. Like, I was like, dang, that's not a lot. And usually, you know, from what I heard in the past, that he sees like 600 people or something like that, 800 people, which is a lot, and it's exhausting. I'm sure your hand starts hurting after a while. I totally get it. But what I didn't know was that VIP, the people who purchased the VIP weekend tickets, they get first dibs. So we got in line, waited 2 hours to find out that VIP took all those Robert Experience signature tickets, just like none left for the general public. And I don't know if that's completely fair, especially if you know, it's not stated on a website. Then I can mentally prepare to lose. Like, it's like gambling, you know, if you bring money with the mental preparedness, like, I will lose this money, but it's okay, at least I know what's going on. You know, I could lose this money, but then you could win the jackpot. So either way, I wasn't the only one upset not knowing that. There's a whole crew of people, a whole, you know, hundreds of people that were like, what the hell's going on? Nobody said anything about this rule. Nobody knew anything about it, and I was oblivious to it too. Maybe I don't go to enough conventions, but I don't know what the method or the thinking is completely, parts of me understands it, and the other half is like, well, this doesn't make sense. I don't know, because I was honestly expecting to wait in line 6 hours to meet Robert, not knowing, you know, there could be a chance that that line gets cut off for, you know, you could be the last person after those 6 hours, and he's done for the day. He's done for the day. You know, it's all that gambling and stuff. Now that I had time to calm down, and you know, hindsight is 20/20. Some of it I understand, some of it I don't. But at the time, I was lit. I was not happy. Now, is it their fault I didn't know that? No, but I wish they had it on the website so people could be more prepared, because some people showed up and they only had 1 day to spend and hoping to see Robert maybe sign something that they handmade and spent months on painting or something like that. You know what I mean? It's just like, let us know that there's a chance. So, fast forward. Saturday comes around. I get up bright and early. I get in line 2 hours early again, because by the time I could get my head together and, you know, stop having a bad taste in my mouth from Friday, I got in line at a decent time. And so, waited 2 hours, moved along, already had my wristband, so that probably helped too. If you want a pro tip, maybe plan the first day. If you're trying to see someone as a high profile, get your wristband so when they do let you in, the people who don't have wristbands have to go over here and you get to go closer to the entrance because you already have your credentials. Okay? So that probably helped me out a lot and bettered my chances. Then, after a little while, they handed out the VIPs, and you know, the horror gods, there was some left over. I don't know how many left over, but I was able to get one, so I was hyped on that. It was like literally winning the lottery. Dude was coming down the line with the stack of tickets, but you couldn't see how many, and it was so frustrating and nerve-wracking. The people in front of me got to see his stack, and they turned around like, "You're good." I was like, yes. It was so exciting and relieving. I was like, damn, all right, this is tight. I got a ticket. I got a return time, 3:45. Now the couple in front of me that I was, you know, chit-chatting with and conversing with, they had 2 different time slots. So I was like, okay. He asked me if we could switch and give me the 3:30, so they both had 3:45, right? I'm like, sure, no problem, let's do it. Anything I can do to help, right? So, kill some time. I shoot the video. I, you know, hang out with the girlfriend and look around and whatnot. Then it's my time to go back to visit Robert. And I can't tell you how excited I am to do it. But when I get myself prepared, excited, ready to rock and roll and meet the man, I go in, get my first I go to the first guy, show him my ticket. He's like, go on in. I'm like, yes, all right, here it comes. I go to the second lady, and then she's all like, I'm sorry, as of right now, Robert's done for the moment. I'm like, what? What do you mean? I waited all day, I got my ass up early to do this. What do you mean done for the time being? Done for today? It's just like, no, he's going to do his photo ops. I'm like, oh, okay, well, my ticket said this time. And she was like, yeah, sorry, nothing we can do. He went to go do this and prepare for that. I was like, all right, well, lucky for me, I have a 4 o'clock photo op. So I'm like, bite my tongue, disappointment. I'm like, oh, I gotta wait some more. Because at this point, there was a lot of things happening that were just leading up to my frustration of explosion. And so, after I find out that he's going to do his photo ops, I go in line. I try to find where the photo ops are. I found where the photo ops area was, because I had a 4 o'clock one. I was like, that's not too big of a time frame difference, you know. I was a little early. It was like 3:30. My time slot to take my photo was at 4 o'clock. Not a big deal, right? So I turned the corner for the photo ops. Sea of people in this hallway. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Where do I go? What do I do? I have a timed photo op and I don't want to miss it, so I'm stressing. And I turn around and ask the lady, hey, what's going on? Or, you know, I have a 4 o'clock for Robert. Where do I stand? She's like, go in that area over there and listen for the lady screaming. I'm like, all right. So I go over there, wait for the lady to start screaming, and she's all like, calling out VIPs, you know, first for this, for that. At first, somebody told me that she first said singles are first, and then they're doing the group photos for the people who have bought group photos, which was the Freddy versus Jason, which was also really freaking cool. But I'm sitting there waiting, and the guy I was talking to said, you know, this is nuts. Basically, I was like, I know. I was like, you were here longer. What do I do? He's like, you kind of just gotta chill out and wait for her to give you instructions on what, you know, group or what photos you're taking and what to do. I was like, damn, all right. So there's people coming out, people coming in, all in this one hallway. Everyone's kind of standing around, and then they tried dividing people up, and everything was just a cluster. It was a nightmare. So they finally got the lines organized and kept the single people along the wall and whatnot. So I finally make myself I make it around the U that they try to organize us in to get to the door, and finally turn in my ticket, scan it. You're like, okay, stand in. There's little rows of tape, and usually they're just numbered or lettered, A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, 4. And for some reason, the numbers on the ground of the row you're supposed to stand in, like at Disney, you know what I mean, we're in Roman numeral. Roman numeral. I'm like, all right, I'm not a dummy, but I haven't learned Roman numerals in so freaking long. Like, what row is it? Like this, because there is multiple ones. There's ones in the front, ones in the back, ones in the front. I'm like, I don't know where to stand. And she's like, you know, you're in row 12. It's 1 and an X or something like that. I'm like, okay. So I find my row I'm supposed to wait in. It's like 3:50. Almost 4 o'clock. No big deal. I got time to shoot. This is gonna be in and out because I'm gonna haul my ass back down to the signing area for Robert. And so 20 minutes go by. I'm like, damn, they haven't started moving any lines yet. What's going on? And then luckily we get a glimpse of Robert coming through the crowd with his security and whatnot to go get prepared for the photo ops. Another 20 minutes go by. I'm like, oh my gosh, what is happening? I sit on the floor. At this point I was very thirsty, very hungry, very tired, very fatigued, agitated, more and more. And I even called in an order. I told my girlfriend, please grab me a burger or something and something to drink for when I'm done with this. I need to devour that because I feel like total crap. I haven't ate anything all day because I was expecting a schedule, right? So I was like, I could hold off. I don't need to eat. I'm gonna meet Robert real quick, get my stuff signed, then eat, then do the photo op. Everything got screwed up. So finally, like over an hour later, like maybe an hour, 20 hour, 30 minutes later, the lines start moving and they start piling people through and stuff like that. So eventually I got to Robert's photo op area, got in there, like the story I mentioned before. He told me how to pose my arm. That made things better. But at that point I was so frustrated and tired and like lost on how I felt and stuff like that. It just ruined the moment for me because everything kept getting screwed up and nobody can give me straight answers or where to go, where to be, and because none of the staff really knew. And so we do the photo op. I'm hyped. I asked them, when can I get my picture? When is the pictures coming out? They're like, close to 4 hours. I was like, 4 hours to get your pictures printed out? Holy crap. What is going on here? And then I heard someone else say, you're gonna have to come pick it up tomorrow. I'm like, where the fuck am I? What am I doing here? Oh, it was so frustrating. But so anyways, I go back down to Robert's area. I grab my food from my chick. She was a saint. Thank you so much for doing that, Lisa, because I was feeling faint. I was feeling exhausted from the stress, dehydration, hunger. It was a thing. It was definitely a vibe, and I don't know if it was a good one. So by the time we got to our holding tank, is one of the private rooms where there's just chairs around and against the wall. We're all staring at each other, waiting with our stuff. Oh man, waiting and waiting. So like probably 40 minutes, 30 minutes into waiting in that room to get our stuff signed, we have a gentleman come in that's with the Mad Monster, who's kind of orchestrating some things or trying to manage. I don't know. I talked to him like a handful of times on questions. What do we do? What do we do? How do we do this? He comes in and tells us, hey, so guys, I gotta tell you guys something. We're like all looking at you. Oh, hell no. We're like, hell no, what's going on? He's like, let me close the door. And then we were really like, oh, hell, what now? He's like, okay, Robert's really tired. Rightfully so. He probably just met 1,000 people in like 2 hours, you know? He's not signing full autographs. He's not signing custom autographs. We're like, what do you mean? Well, he's only signing 3-word quotes. Or no, I take that back. He comes in and tells us Robert's really tired, you know, from the photo shoots. He's really just going to be signing his name, Freddy Krueger, that's it. And we're like, shit. Because if you want, the deal was for a certain price, you get a 3-word quote, right? Fair enough. But if you wanted more, or a custom one, they charge per word. Be aware of that if you're ever trying to meet Robert, or probably most celebrities at all, because it takes time to write that stuff. So you gotta pay for the time and pay for what you want. You gotta fork it over. So after he explains that to us, we had a choice. He said, you could come back tomorrow, and in my head, come back tomorrow and go through all this shit again. I was mentally about to break. Or you could come in and just get the name signed and that's it. I was like, I ain't coming back. I'm waiting right here till we get this done. You know, because, you know, it was just too much of a pain in the ass to get all this done, and a lot of things were really messy and disorganized and messed up my day, you know. And it's just, I'm not the only one either, you know, but I'm talking about my experience. There were some people in there who were complaining about maybe rudeness from some of the, you know, people working there. And, you know, of course, they told management, and management tried to make it right for them and stuff like that, which is cool, but there shouldn't be people acting like that anyways. Kind of rude and, you know, dismissive to the people coming to the conventions. Not cool. But anyways, it's time to meet Robert. You know, we go in, we sit in a row again. Drunk tank, I like to call it. Waiting to meet Robert. And he was signing some stuff, and it was really cool to hear him, you know, talk to fans real quick. We were instructed not to ask him any questions because, you know, he's tired. He's got to get through this and finish what, you know, the obligation of signing stuff for us, because we were the last group to do it. And so, you know, people were bringing him stuff to sign, and he starts talking on his own. And it was so cool to hear his stories about every little piece. It was super, super fun. Then it comes to my turn to present my stuff. And I was sitting there planning so many things that I want to say. 1-word questions, or like 3-word questions that he could answer and go off about, and I get to like hear it. Even though we were instructed not to, he was doing it anyways. He was doing it on his own. And we were told he wasn't gonna write a bunch of stuff, but he did it again. He did it on his own. That was probably the case at the first, but he ended up writing more than what we expected, so that was a bonus. That made us feel good. So I go to his section of the table. I get my friend's stuff signed first, Yuli's stuff, which is priceless, pretty freaking cool. And then I pull out my poster, you know, and he asked me, and I told him how to spell my name and this and whatnot, and he gave me a 3-word quote, totally worth the money. You know, and I was like, gonna take just the name and Freddy Krueger, that's it, because I've been through hell to get the signature. Been through hell. But we did it. We got the signature, and he says, "Sweet dreams, Freddy K. Robert Englund." How beautiful is this? Honestly, after this, it made it all worth it the next day, because I was still pissed off. I was still upset that I went through all this unorganized chaos. And, you know, so by the time I got to him, I forgot everything I was gonna say. I was just mush. I was so freaking tired. I just let him do his thing. I fucking wanted to say so much to him. hey man, you're a big inspiration. I'm a inspiring cinematographer and creator, photographer of the arts, you know, and stuff like that. And what you and Wes did ever since I was a child captured my imagination and inspired me to be, you know, the person I am today when it comes to movie making or writing or just creating art. And I couldn't say any of that because by the time I got to him, I was brain dead. Now, I'm not blaming Mad Monster or anything like that. I was just like, things could have been better for a better experience, because I know I'm not the only one that was having problems. If you guys could hear the stories in that waiting room, you're not alone. I'm not the only motherfucker having problems that day. So, at the end of the day, we got it done, and it was a great experience in the sense of when I finally got to him, that was cool. The experience with Robert was priceless. I cannot take it back. Would I do it again to get his signature or sign some other stuff? It depends. If it was maybe a different convention, I don't know. But long story short, question is, would I attend Mad Monster again? Was it a bad experience? It could have been a better experience. Now, if I was going there just to visit the convention and not go through all that chaos to meet a high-profile celebrity, I would probably enjoy the convention, because the convention part wasn't bad. You know, your typical convention. The vendors, you know, people signing around the main convention center and stuff like that. A lot of celebrities, a lot of cool people, a lot of inspiration around. Great artists everywhere. Whether they're actors or they're vendors, it's really cool. They had a haunted house in there, which was kind of fun. You know, it was that part was cool. The part I didn't like was everything being so disorganized, and none of the staff knew where to go. Some of the staff were being rumored to be rude, and it was just. I'm not one to bash anything, but what I will say is things could have been better. That's all. You know, I understand not everything, you know, all schedules get screwed up in these big events like this. It takes a lot for me to get frustrated. It takes a lot, and usually I just, you know, wrote off, you know, whatever, all right, shit happens. But this was particularly not fun for me personally. I don't know if I would go back to a Mad Monster. You know, maybe the other ones are different around the country because they have multiple ones and they've been around for a long time. You know, a lot of people are saying, you know, they've been around for a while. You would think things would be better, you know, but it is what it is. I survived, and I wanted to express this heart-to-heart talk from my head and my heart and just tell you the truth of what I experienced and what you can expect or possibly expect or not to expect. Make your own decisions on these things, on whether, you know, if it's something you want to do. Like I said before, if it was just the convention, I'd probably be like, it was fine, it was fun. But, you know, that whole experience with, I heard, you know, it's hard to meet Robert. I heard that, you know. But I just, wish they explained it online so people can know to book more days to be there. If they don't, if they only, you know, are getting a certain percentage of a chance to meet him. Because I feel bad for the people who only expected to come one day just because they didn't know that they should probably book one day, because you might not be able to get a ticket to see him. Granted, they didn't charge for the tickets, but mentally taxing for sure. Mentally taxing. But all in all, we did it. We met Robert. We met Freddy Krueger. And I'm so happy. I couldn't be happier. Was it worth it to meet Robert? Yes. You know, like I said, he's not doing conventions that much anymore, or as many, or he's going to be retiring soon from all that. It was worth it. I also want to mention, he does do a program where you can mail your stuff in if you want to trust the mail to, you know, send your relics of Nightmare on Elm Street stuff for him to sign, and they'll mail it back, which is really cool, really cool program. And I think I might do that in the future. But nothing beats the experience of saying high, meeting eye to eye with, you know, an actor that you idolize. I never get shooked with actors and musicians. You know, I'm a photographer, videographer. I worked with some high profile people. Was I excited to meet them? Hell yeah. But, you know, I've never been shook like this, where to the point I'm mentally already jaded and I forget everything I ever wanted to tell you. You know, tell them. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it was informative. Like I said before, I wasn't trying to bash on anybody or anything like that. Respectfully, I'm just venting and giving my experience and my opinion to you guys. Thank you guys for watching. I love every one of you supporters that watch my content. Share it, please. Get me out there. You know, I take a lot of pride and effort into my videos. So I love you guys. DRM Productions out.